PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world. I was fired.
Hey, what's up, guys? PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 72. Remember, go on Spotify, YouTube, follow us, okay? It's free. Subscribe to all our channels and like us on all the social media platforms. We had some great videos going out after they were in Vegas this past week. Those reels were catching a lot of views. Definitely worth going out and going on our Instagram page, our Facebook page, just checking out what they were doing, all the pictures. The interviews and everything will be coming out, but they had a good time. They had a lot of, they met, how many interviews did you guys have? 12?
We had about 30 interviews overall.
30, okay.
Yeah.
So 30 over.
Think we had
interviews.
right?
Am I right when I said that? One day was like 12 and the other day was like 14 plus.
20, okay.
Okay.
How many? About 14 hours of footage?
And conversations. I mean, we had a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the best? Phil?
Oh my God, who knows? I mean,
I mean,
None of your fucking concerns.
you got a
who's the
lot
best.
of you got a lot of characters.
oh
Yeah.
A lot of
One sitting over here to my
in
left.
one in one building, one area, and there's Vegas involved. There's alcohol involved. There's nightlife involved.
Oh,
there's noise involved.
Cigars involved.
There's cigars involved.
Oh my God, smoking like
Cigars. You know how much a cigar was there? $90?
No, Kong paid 40. He paid
40.
40
Oh, he
for
got a
$10
discount.
cigar.
But
it was
that's-
a
That's
Macanudo.
Vegas.
A Macanudo.
Yeah, welcome to Vegas.
In the
Oh,
can.
I've paid
A Macanudo in the can, $90, $40.
at Baja Mar. I paid for what's the ones Uncle John gets us?
Macanudos.
No, the ones in the case though. That he brings from Jersey all the time.
Yeah, it's a Macanudo. The red
No,
and
that
white.
one's not the Macanudo. The one he brings us. I forget what it is.
The red and white in the can.
No, that's not the. I'm talking about another one. Either way, that cigar around here say $25. At Baja Mar, it was $95
That's how it goes.
for one cigar. That's crazy. But anyways, Vegas, you got all that, and you have all these characters, so you got a lot of different interviews. That's going to be great.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
All that coming out. That will be great.
Well, nice interview at Good Pie, huh, Ryan? That happened spontaneous. And then
How was his pizza?
Good.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. We
good
went
pie?
down. How about Pizza Rock when we went down there? Shut the cameras off.
Wait, you know how many pizzas we had there?
$300 worth of pizza.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it was 8 pies. It was 8 pies.
And they wouldn't let you bring the cameras in?
We were filming, and they came up to us. I saw a guy eyeing
different
us
types
up,
of pizzas.
and I
There's
went
pizza
over to him. I was like,
styles.
"We're from PizzaFellas Podcast. We're just filming. We're just going to make some positive remarks." And next thing you know, another guy comes up and he goes, "You got to shut the cameras down."
But meanwhile, the waitress is like, I want to be in this.
2 waitresses. They
Well,
came up.
that's
"We wanna
another
be on
talk.
your film."
That's another talk for another day.
Yeah.
But I got to start this off.
Yeah, pay respects.
I have to, as many of us know, there was a little, not a little, I shouldn't say that word, but there was a tragic death of one of our close friends. I wrote this, but I'm not going to read off of this because I have to go off the top of my head. So Michael Papandrea, he was on our podcast. He was Mike
Great
the
guy.
Mozzarella guy. We had him on here. Tragically, he passed away on Saturday, and he was actually one of our biggest cheerleaders. He loved us. He actually so much so we were supposed to have him on 2 weeks ago, but he had the stomach bug, and he texted me. He's like, "I can't make it. That's fine." And we were scheduled to do a couple more things together. I mean, this guy, I don't even know how to describe him. All I could describe him as the most humble, wore his heart on his sleeve. He was with us. He was part of us. So much so, he is going to be part of us forever because we put him up. And I just want to give me, myself, Antonio, Sal, Joe, Oliver, and the whole PizzaFellas crew that's here our condolences to the Papandrea family. I did speak to his sister on Instagram today. And you know what? I got to tip my hat to her. She's a strong woman. She's going through a lot. And the parents are going through a lot. But she told me that she wants to come on. She actually so much so wants to come on. She wants to make mozzarella too with her dad. So I tip my hat to her. Michael was a beautiful soul, and we're going to keep his memory alive as far as we can, and as much as we can. I mean, he's cherished here. He's loved here. He will always be loved here. And all I got to say is, you know,
we should do a shot to him.
you're going to be missed, but your soul and your spirit will live on forever in PizzaFellas Podcast. And
he's an extraordinary human being.
you know, so again, my condolences to the Papandrea family.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. And I mean, I just have to say one thing: live life to your fullest. Enjoy every day you have. When we heard about this, it was really shocking. I guess the news came to us on Sunday here at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You had told me, and Tara had said to
Tara's
you,
has been more entwined with the family.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like he's a wonderful guy. I mean,
Yeah.
His
Put a smile on everybody's face.
Was it his sister and his brother? His sister-in-law and his brother that we were going to go to the post office?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, just great people. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're honored here on PizzaFellas to have had him here.
Yes.
And we are honored that he was coming back on. And it's just one of those things where, in the memory of Mike, you make good mozzarella.
That's right.
You know, and we're going to miss you. So, I mean, with that being said, let's take a shot to him, and then we're going to move on.
Rest in peace, Michael.
Yep.
Real quick, though, before we move on, one of the funniest things with him was when he was on the podcast, and I go to him, so you have any wife and children? He goes, no, I'm gay. And he looked at me like, and I laughed at him. I said, oh, shit, my bad. I didn't know. He goes, nah, it's all right.
He was a conservative. He was a conservative Trumper.
Yeah,
it was a conservative gay Trumper.
And it was so funny when he said that to me. I was like, oh, shit. All right, my bad.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
This was one of
He's
his
going to be
best
well
parties.
missed.
This was one of his last
Yes,
posts.
yes.
This party. I mean, it was so.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Can you imagine having that party at your house?
Yeah, that's what he did. People flew this guy to Florida, California. I mean, he did a great job.
That's a pretty fucking sick party.
Yeah, it was a crazy party. Awesome post.
That is pretty fucking
We
awesome.
talked to him about coming here in the summer. I mean, God,
Yeah, we were thinking
that's
about
I
doing
was
something
actually
outside.
I had 2 events scheduled with him, but you know.
Did you see? He just sent me the thing before that. He inboxed me. He won on Price is Right. He won the showcase, $34,000.
Oh, really?
He was on the Price is Right. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's
crazy.
hilarious. Well, you know,
All right, so
rest
here
in
we
peace.
are.
We
Episode
are.
72.
Episode 72. We got a special guest
We
here
have
tonight.
a great guest here on tonight, and I'm smoking a Julius Caesar from this man. You are wonderful, Sid.
Thank you, Joe, for bringing me here.
Listen, any day of the week. So, Sid Patel, right?
Yes.
All right. You got to give us your story, like where you grew up.
So I grew up in India, back home. I came to this country 20 years ago.
We're in India.
So where in India? Like, what was your life? Like, how old were you when you came here?
I was a high school kid.
Okay.
Oh, so you were in high school in India. You went through your whole schooling in India.
Yep.
And
then
how is that? How is that? Like, for those who don't know, because we don't. We go to school,
So-
we have nice cars,
So
our mom
compared
drops
to
us off.
here, it's very different high school life over there. It's not like you can just go in, come out, or things like that. You have to be in your uniforms. Here, there's no uniform.
Oh, so
over
it's
there,
strict over
yep,
there. It's very strict.
It's very strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually better than here.
Well, that's like you have the really rich
Kind
and the
of.
really poor, right?
And
over there.
the education system is way higher than here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I
That's why
agree
they're
with
all
that.
cardiologists.
Our education system's not that great. So
And then
we just found
I
that
decided
out.
to come here.
So when you decided to come here, like you have family here, do you
I
have
got
your
all
mother
family
and
over
fathers
here.
over here?
Yep.
Where
I
were
got
they?
my uncles and aunts and all from my whole family over here.
So
I
you
was-
come How do you get here?
I came on a student visa. I was
Okay.
a student, so I came to study here, do my bachelor's.
Do your bachelor's.
Yep, I completed.
Where at?
NYIT.
Okay.
Get the heck out of here. Good for you.
Yep, and then I didn't complete it because when I was going to the college, I'm like, I'm not going to work for somebody. I'm going to own my own business.
Okay.
So that's where I started this first store, Allentown Smoke Shop.
That was the first?
Yep.
Are you?
What
It's your first
year?
store.
That's
What
been
year is
14
this?
years.
14 years ago.
2010?
Yep.
So you started 2010, but you're in the tobacco business. So tobacco is a cash front business.
It's true, but not only tobacco. It's all about cigars. It's not like tobacco makes you good money.
Yeah, but I
But-
mean, when I say tobacco, I'm including these.
Yes.
So everything
right.
in your store is paid for.
Yes.
How'd you do that?
Well, I learned.
Oh, you learned?
When I came to open this first store, I had no idea about cigars, first of all.
No?
Nothing.
So what made you choose cigars?
I wanted to do my own business. So I came here to open up this store, and then I started learning. I studied about cigars.
Did you
After
start from
opening-
scratch, or was it a cigar shop?
From scratch.
Okay.
Nope.
Wow.
All my stores are from scratch. None of my stores. I have 5 stores.
You have 5 stores? Where are they located, Sid?
So one, Allentown Smoke Shop in Allentown.
Right.
Which
Second
we
one-
smoke a lot there.
Yeah.
I buy a lot of cigars there.
The second one is in Quakertown. It's right on 309.
309?
Yep.
Okay.
The third one is in Conshohocken.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You're going towards Philly now. Okay.
Then it's Wallminster.
Yep.
Oh,
You're
wow.
in Warminster?
Yep.
I had no idea.
And I'll tell you one thing. All my stores are next to pizza shops.
Really?
Really?
I love it.
That's smart.
And the last store which I opened last year, which is in Cochranville, it's the Chester County. So that was last year.
In Collegeville?
Cochranville.
Cochranville, in Chester County.
Yep.
Wow. So how do you keep a handle on all this? The inventory, everything that's going on.
So I have some
That's a
working
lot.
partners.
That's
so
a
they
lot.
take care, but I have a server in Allentown store, so I manage all the stores from Allentown.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay.
So
You can
all the products, all the pricing, and everything is managed from Allentown.
Jesus.
Now, don't you have the beer distributor too?
I just leased it last year.
Okay.
Next
So
to
I
the
had
cigar
that.
shop?
That was the 6th store.
Now, let's get back
Said
to the
that.
beginning, though. When you said you got into cigars, who taught you?
Nobody.
So
I
when you
learned
say
by
you got
myself.
into it, what'd you do to start
as
learning?
I said, like 14 years ago when I opened the Allentown
Yeah.
store, I had no idea about cigars. I didn't smoke in my life.
Okay.
When I started the business, I learned about cigars, and then I saw how deep is the industry. So then gradually, I start going into it, start learning about tobacco, different cigars, different tobacco. And then I saw, I'm like, oh, this is a good potential business. Let's go ahead and start up more and more. That's how I have like 5 stores right now.
Craving pizza that's made with passion and packed with flavor? Biagio's Pizzeria, located at 1526 North Cedar Crest Boulevard in Allentown, Pennsylvania, serves up the best in authentic Italian-style pizza and classic dishes. From perfectly crisp crust to fresh, flavorful toppings, every bite is made with love. Whether you're dining in, grabbing takeout, or ordering for the family, Biagio's is the place to satisfy your cravings. Stop by today and experience pizza the way it's meant to be. Tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast said so. When it comes to our teeth, the official dentistry for the PizzaFellas Podcast is Smiles by Tran, located at 3570 Hamilton Boulevard, Suite 302, Allentown, Pennsylvania. With expert care and state-of-the-art dental technology, Dr. Tran provides everything from routine checkups to advanced cosmetic treatments. Let your best smile shine with the personalized care you deserve by Smiles by Tran.
So when you talk about tobacco, what can you tell us here about tobacco? Different cigars, different colors.
So tobacco, every soil has different tobacco. Every region has different tobacco.
Okay.
So if you talk about like let's say Dominican or Nicaragua or any part of the world, every soil grows a different tobacco. There are only few soils where you can roll a cigar. Not all tobacco
So
can,
time out a second. There's only a few soils
yes,
in the whole world?
yeah.
So it can't be grown everywhere.
Tobacco can be grown, but it cannot be used for cigars.
Okay.
All right, so what?
So other tobacco products.
Where can they grow tobacco? Where?
Like in your backyard.
No, but I mean for using in a cigar.
Commercially.
Like a Julius Caesar here that you gave me, which is
That's Dominican.
Dominican. So this wrap is from Dominican.
Wrapper, filler, binder, everything is from Dominican.
It's a great cigar.
Now, did you ever travel to these other places?
I haven't been there.
You haven't been to another country to look into it a little
So
more.
I'm planning to go to Dominican, and then I have my own cigar.
You have your
I
own
saw
cigar?
that. Yeah, he does.
I have
Yeah.
2 blends, which are made in Aegis factory in Nicaragua,
Oh, wow.
and it's manufactured by Southern Draw.
Oh,
I have
So
2
wait, Aegis did it in Nicaragua.
Yep.
Aegis, and then
So
you
we
had
picked the tobacco.
Southern Draw put it together for you.
Yep.
He's a military guy, right?
does
He has
India
4
grow?
cigars, right?
Sid, does India grow cigar tobacco?
No.
But they do.
Cigarette. They do have a lot of tobacco products.
That's what I thought.
Chewing tobacco, pipe tobacco, cigarette tobacco. No cigar.
No cigar tobacco. Interesting.
Because the tobacco which grows in India, it's harsh. It's too strong.
Too strong.
It'll it'll knock you out.
No kidding. Okay.
Because even the chew which we have in India, the chews are too strong from here, like Skoal, Copenhagen, and other chews over here.
Yeah, why is that? I noticed that.
They just
Like in
focus
other
on
countries, you
hashish.
get
It's the
stronger.
soil.
Oh.
where
They just
grow
focus
the
on
tobacco.
hashish.
You get
over
some
there?
fucking crazy shit with a lot of nicotine in it, you're
Yep.
fucking on your ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I've done
Forget
that in
about it.
college once, and I was like, holy shit. And I used to dip a lot, like 3-4 tins a week.
Yep.
I did. My buddy hit me one night. I was drinking. I was like, I thought I was on the moon. I was like, what the fuck just happened to me? I was like, holy shit. And it was just tobacco.
Tobacco kicks your ass.
It never happened to me.
Forget it! It fucking drops your fucking asshole to the fucking ground.
I was sitting there. I thought me and Elon Musk were on Mars together. I didn't know what happened to me.
Some of this fucking shit is unreal.
I threw that shit out. My buddy's like, what are you doing? He's like, that's expensive. I said, fuck you. Shove that up your ass. I don't know what happened to me. I blacked out for 10 minutes on a couch.
You need more? You want?
Oh,
Fucking
it's just
Steve
ridiculous.
over there, he buys expensive cigars over there.
Now, real quick, talking about that, like
you.
you remember I asked you the other day. I walked in, and you realized cigars made you money. You've realized that. Now you're realizing. Fast forward a little bit here. You told me vapes make a shit ton of money.
They do.
And what's your opinion,
Yeah, what's
and
the
what
vape
is your
business,
whole
bro?
vape like this? Do you think
And
that's taken
are you
over?
Doing that at all the shops, all 6? Really? Because I noticed you changed Allentown like a whole different way. Like,
What's your opinion on that whole vape stuff?
So I'll tell you, if vapes are doing great, everything is coming from China. So nobody knows what's in there.
Oh my
it's
God.
addictive. So definitely,
that's a fucking awesome.
Tariffs coming on it now.
No, you're all right. Yeah, so
yeah,
everything's
the
coming
vape-
from China.
everything is coming from China. It's too strong. But people get addictive with the vapes.
Kids.
So once they start, that's it.
I'm not a vape guy. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't
Yeah, nor do I.
get it. I don't like
I mean,
it.
I love this.
Steve,
I love
you
it
vape?
like this.
I have people vaping.
You vape?
Who
from
vapes in here?
20 years
Anybody?
to
Who vapes in
60
here?
years.
Anybody
vape?
vape in here? You vape?
Oh.
What the hell do you vape?
Oh, they all do. What do you mean? All our nieces do. Everyone does. Everyone vapes. They vape the
She
hookah.
says she smokes the
all the
fucking
Syrians.
Arabics.
Hookah.
The
They
Arabics.
vape the
They
hookah
got
one.
the hookah vape.
hookah.
Yeah, the hookah one.
Oh,
They're
you're
like,
big on hookahs, I see.
Yep.
In all the shops, you're big on hookahs.
So what's
like
in the
that?
hookah vape? Tell me.
So hookah vape is different than the regular vape. It's tobacco based, whereas this one is more liquid based, more chemicals.
yeah.
Wow.
No, they don't. But it's so funny because the excuse is it's going to stop me from smoking ARG. Like, no, it's not going to stop you from smoking
People
ARG.
smoke more.
Yeah,
They
you're going
do.
to smoke
They
more.
smoke
And it's
more.
worse for you than smoking.
I fucking
Listen,
love it.
And I sell in all my stores.
Now, the profit
more
is
money.
that the highest profit other than cigarettes and cigars?
I would say I still make good money on cigars. Vape do make good money. As well.
Vape does.
So I have a question. So we have suppliers, Anna Capri over here, right? Antonio works for Anna Capri. And then there's other suppliers out there, which I'm not going to name. So they bring me the food that we need, produce, whatever. Do you have, in your industry, are there suppliers that you buy from?
So I have my partner who has our own distribution center.
Wait, what do you have?
My partner has our own
His own distribution center.
Oh, okay.
Wholesale.
So I get all my cigars from our own stores, basically. But
Can you give them a shout out or no?
I order every week.
No, I mean,
No, their name,
can you
right?
say what their name is?
Yeah, IDN distributors.
So they distribute cigars, tobacco, vape.
All, not
So
vapes.
No vapes.
No vapes. For
But
vapes,
just-
I have a different distributor.
Okay. So
But
you look
cigar-
at your inventory, but when you buy your cigars, I mean, that's just up front. Everything in your store is paid for.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
And real quick, when I go to your shop, say at Allentown, you walk in the cigar humidor, beautiful cigar humidor. You walk in. What's the shelf life on some of those cigars? Like, what if you don't? I always wondered that because
the
you got a
best-
shit ton of fucking cigars.
Best thing about cigars is cigars
age.
never expire.
Are you serious?
Never- At the right
in the right
temperature.
temperature, though.
Yeah, but his room is nice. Like
You
I
have
got
a
no,
good
no, yeah.
humidified cigar that can last you more than 50 years.
50?
No problem.
Come on.
I recently had a customer who had cigars from his grandfather, 25 years age, in a box, no problem.
So what if the power goes out at your place for a couple days? How long does
It will be fine.
be fine?
There's no problem with that.
Wow, that's
Interesting.
Because I always
So
wondered.
cigars, no,
'Cause
they
I-
won't never expire.
Because I'm looking in there, I'm like, there's no way he sells this fucking one. It's all the way up in the left corner. But then you look, there's like 3 missing. Somebody's smoking it. Somebody's smoking everything.
Sid,
day.
you have so much selection. It's unreal. It's unreal. I have to say that. You walk in there. I mean, me, you know me. I have my
I
ones
know
that I
your
love.
cigars.
You got to have an app. You have like a fucking system or an app that controls all the cigar inventory.
My app is here.
No fucking way, Sid.
I don't have any,
Come on.
Are you serious, Sid?
no, I don't have anything.
With 6 stores with that
Yeah,
inventory?
Nothing. Everything is from here. I don't have any apps.
And you remember all this?
Oh, yeah.
I can't
Real,
fucking
man.
remember.
I can't
I
believe
can't. I only remember
There
the
he
cigars
is,
I
there he
smoked
is.
I don't
in
know.
your fucking area.
it. Hey, Yanni!
Yanni!
In the house.
Get me a light.
Oh, here.
He bought grappa.
Oh, God, no fucking.
That's what he had me drinking.
No,
at
it's
his
good.
place.
It's really
I
good.
know.
It's fucking
drink
pure
it.
alcohol.
So you're telling me you keep all inventory in
Joe.
your head?
Fucking, that's what he does, man.
That's fucking crazy.
It's old school.
Now, does every store, Sid, have a lounge?
On one. I
Like-
only have one store which doesn't have a lounge.
Only one store.
That's a beer place, right?
That's the best place, which is by Philly, Conshohocken.
And it doesn't have a lounge?
No, because the landlord doesn't want a lounge.
Where are you, on a ridge?
No shit.
Right on the
Ridge
ridge.
Pike? Where at?
Now, your lounges, what do you think the best lounges that you say you have at your
My
stores?
newest store in Cockerville by Westchester.
Really?
Really?
Oh, by Westchester?
Always packed.
I'm going to have to stop there.
It's double
But
the size
you know,
of
there's
my
different
store.
clientele for certain regions per se,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, but
No,
I have to
you're
say,
right.
Allentown is
That's money
comfortable,
ridden
bro.
out there in Westchester.
So what size?
Allentown's comfortable.
Yeah, but that's a small lounge compared to probably.
Yep.
What's your biggest lounge?
Allentown.
Allentown's your
store-
biggest. Is your biggest lounge?
No, the new store has the double size of Allentown.
No
Oh,
kidding.
really? So, like into the back there and
Yep.
all that? That's a big fucking lounge.
Because that store I have a standalone property right on the crossing. And it's right by the Delaware exit.
Wow.
Really?
Right by the Delaware.
So, what is the
exit?
clientele in the store like that?
I have maximum clientele of cigars from Delaware.
From Delaware?
Yep, because
Right.
tax
Difference.
on cigars in Delaware.
But aren't they? But wait, time out.
They don't tax
Aren't-
liquor, but they tax
Yeah, but
tobacco?
aren't the cigarettes in Delaware cheaper than Pennsylvania?
That's
You're
what I
right on cigarettes, but not on cigars.
Not at why?
Why?
Why is that?
State tax.
Oh, they put a state tax
So I'll
on
tell you,
cigars?
Pennsylvania is
Tell
the
me.
only state in the whole country where there is no cigar tax.
Wow.
What?
What? I thought it would be pretty high because of cigarettes.
You hear that, people?
Pennsylvania's the only state that doesn't have a cigar tax?
Yep.
Wow.
What the hell are we talking about right now?
Well, no wonder I smoke so many fucking cigars a week.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know that.
So they come from Delaware to that shop, hang out, grab fucking $300 worth of cigars,
Yep.
drink a fucking couple shots of whiskey, get back on 95, and they're back in Delaware in 30 minutes. Jesus fucking.
Yeah, 30 minutes, they're back home.
They're back home 30 minutes. They're
wait,
faster
wait,
than we are.
Westchester University.
Smoke a cigar back home.
I gotta say this.
You by the college?
Who would take $100
Westchester?
bill? Wait,
No,
just think about
it's
this
right
right
on the
now.
crossing.
You're gonna buy
Right by Oxford.
$100.
Hold on, Joe.
Right by Oxford.
Okay.
So Sid, think about this. You're in the cigar business. So we're all sitting here at the table. We buy cigars. And what do? We pay for the cigar with money. But who would sit here and take $100 bill, light it on fire, and not buy shit with it? Nobody. I want to buy a cigar and fucking enjoy it.
Yeah,
You're
at
not
least
going to
get it
enjoy
doing.
that $100 bill.
Correct.
You need the tobacco to enjoy it. So that $100 bills burning, it's not going to give you anything.
Sid, I got to ask you something.
Yes.
So you said that the aging room does a private cigar for you. Do you need a certain amount of units to sell? Okay,
I do have to buy a certain amount so that he can make my own cigar.
gotcha. Wow. My next question. Could there ever be a PizzaFellas cigar?
Why not? If you can infuse that cigar tobacco with, I don't know, marinara sauce or something,
Pizza cigar.
then
Yeah, it tastes like
bacon.
pizza.
you can.
Yeah, I mean,
That would be a flavored cigar, basically.
Some calamari.
Some
that would be
calamari.
disgusting, but we
Yeah.
probably
Some
If
vodka
you could-
sauce?
the vodka sauce. That would be interesting.
Sausage?
Just a plain pie cigar.
I'm just asking.
Fennel.
Anything's
Put some
possible.
fennel
I
in
tell you,
there.
vodka sauce would taste good.
Yeah,
That cigar would taste good.
yeah.
Yeah, that kind of infused. Yeah, that would definitely.
So are you planning to open up more stores?
I am.
You are?
Are you serious?
Wow.
In fact, I'm looking for a couple of more properties. So sooner or later, something is coming
More in Lehigh Valley, or you want to disperse yourself a little bit further?
further.
Are they all different names?
Different name.
You don't want to do one name like Cigar Box and then be seen everywhere? No.
Just let it grow.
Wow, but
let it
I'm very impressed with Oliver tonight. He's asking questions.
But real quick though,
Good job.
the clientele outside the Westchester. I want to get back to this compared to here in Allentown. More money.
So I'll tell you, Allentown is my home. This store is my home. All the customers who come to this store are my family.
Because you started here, that's why.
Yeah,
They have
you
different
could tell
clientele.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
There's different. I guess you're answering that question
So the
perfectly.
store, like construction
Yeah.
store, I get most of the crowd from Philly. And you know Philly, people have money. All the construction company owners and different people,
Yeah.
Right,
they spend money.
right.
I have people spending money, $1,000 on cigars.
Really?
What was that cigar? Did you? I think you sold it.
The starts with O.
The one that was like the box
Optimus.
was
Optimus.
Opus.
Opus X.
He has a box.
I have a box of Opus X.
Wait,
It's a
but
box.
it was the $15,000 box, I think, or
But that's the Opus 22 I opened up. It
You-
was
you had
around
that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
so
then-
guys bought that.
Yeah.
I actually have one, Sid, in my humidor, unopened.
And then Opus came out with like the Fuente and the
Correct.
Padrones, they came out with a
Yeah, they
collaboration.
came
Yeah.
a combination, right?
Yeah.
How much
We
was
actually
that
seen
cigar?
that. Remember
How much
when we
was
seen
that?
that?
At the what was
You
it
seen that
after the
thing?
Anna Capri
$200.
show?
Yeah.
How much?
$200 for a stick.
That fucking
200. And how many sticks were in that?
40.
Shit. So, wow.
Not
Sid,
the one that we seen.
We
The one that
went
seen
to a
was 10.
place along the water, along the Hudson, after the Anna Capri show. You needed a
Havana.
membership
Havana
to
on
go
the
in.
Hudson.
What they
Havana
want,
on the
like
Hudson.
$2,200
No,
a
you know
year?
You know,
You don't need a membership.
You know the place?
You just that place is like.
No, he said you have a membership. He just let us slide in there.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good, nice place. Very
like
nice place.
20
Anyways,
$200
we
a
got
year.
there. We got BYOB beer delivered to us. We
Came
got
in like 6 minutes. dude.
Eagle Rare delivered to us. We drank. It was beautiful. We had
you
a
still able,
You ever
able to
been,
get
Ange?
Eagle
I
Rare?
do have it in there. I got 20
It's a
bottles.
cigar place in Hoboken. Yeah.
now
It
you
was
don't
right
have a
on the water.
you don't have a
Where
liquor
the ferry
license
was.
anywhere.
I don't.
You don't want one. It's not worth it.
Why not? Just give BYOB. The customers get their own barrels.
Yeah, that's it.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's
Cheaper.
cheaper.
Do you need
don't
a
have to worry
special
about it.
license
It's
to
easy.
sell cigars? So anybody can sell cigars.
Wow.
So if we get PizzaFellas cigars, you can sell them at like his at the
What?
shop.
Yeah, I
Pizza Fella
guess so.
Cigars. We're going to fucking open a cigar and compete against Sid.
Nah, just have our own.
There you go.
That's
Say, I'm fucking with
He's
you.
making money, making them for
I'm
us.
fucking with you, Sid.
He's Making money,
No
man. Selling them
problem.
to us.
No, never. Never.
That's funny.
You're good people.
He's a wholesaler.
You're really good people. You take care of us when we do go there. You really do.
I love the place.
I
He
do
kicks
too.
us out early a couple times, though.
He never kicked us out early.
He wants to go home.
You know why he kicks you out early? Because you.
I live an hour
Exactly.
away.
Yeah, he's got to
So
drive.
after smoking and drinking,
It was only when Antonio came.
Fuck you. It's you. Cocksucker.
Anytime he's not there, we're there until
Are you
11:30.
kidding me right now?
That's funny. All right, well, we're going to take a break. We're going to eat some food here, and then we'll come back on, quick wrap it up, talk about some of the Vegas incidents, finish up here with Sid, and, have a couple more shots. Cheers. PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 72. Thank you, Sid. We'll be back. Thanks, guys.
Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the Pizza Fellas.
We are back. PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 72. All right, we have a great guest on, Sid from Allentown Smoke Shop.
thank you.
Thank you for being on. Again, your cigars are great. Love going there. We love the hospitality there.
I
Phenomenal.
appreciate you coming
Oh, a
there.
big shout out to Joe. He always gives us.
Yeah, Joe's a great guy.
Yep.
Now, real quick, talking about a guy like Joe brings up a point. You know, you own your own business. Sometimes we always hear, hard for employees. Trustworthy employees, especially someone like you who owns 6 different places. That must be a tough. Is it tough in your industry? Is there a lot of Joes out there? Or is there not a lot of Joes out there?
There are a lot of Joes out there. So my rule is, in all my stores, the first thing, if I hire an employee, he's got to be 50 plus. And I'll tell you
Really?
why.
Wow.
They're semi-retired. They don't need the money. And they're old school. I need people who work old school.
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
it. I
They
get
are
it.
100% trustworthy. There's no problem. In every store, I have all the people working, white people, 50, 55, 50, 60. So I don't hire anything below 50 or 55. That's my plan. Simple.
That's
To
a good
find
plan.
those people,
That's a good plan.
it's not bad. Somebody's sitting in home. They're like, okay, I got to do something. I'm semi-retired. I'll work some days at the smoke shop. Not 7 days, like 2 days, 3 days, or when the owner needs. So there's no problem.
Yeah, I got you.
So sometime I think I might find hard, but so far, touch wood, I have no problems in any of my stores.
Which is great. But I mean, that also is, you feel more comfortable as an adult because your
I do.
clientele
I
is
do.
probably, shit, I know I'm one of the youngest guys that comes in the Allentown shop. A couple other young guys do come
I do.
in, but their friends are older guys. You get what I'm saying?
So as I said, like Joe, I feel so comfortable with Joe. He's like my family member. I don't treat any of my employees like as an employee. They are my family member.
That's the right way.
Any store, they are my family. They are not employees. You treat your employees as an employee. He is not going to work for you trustworthy.
You're right.
Simple.
You're right.
Any store, any time you hire somebody, if you treat him, doesn't matter what age he is, he or she. But if you treat them as a family member, you don't have any problems like he's going to leave your store or quit. Except he has
And
some
they show
medical
up.
issues.
They show up.
They show up.
They
They
show
work.
up.
Like you know
They have-
Joe.
Yeah, they have no problems. They come in.
I have Joe and Robert.
Oh, yeah, Robert, yes.
So Robert, he was there before Joe. When I opened my store, Robert is there since then.
Are you serious?
Yep.
So, 14 years?
Yep.
You know what you don't have to deal with? Hey, boss, I can't come in. I was hungover last night. Hey, boss, I drank. I can't. I'm sick. I think I got the stomach bug. No, you just drank too much last night. You can't fucking come to work.
So that's one of the reasons
That's-
why I hire 50 and above.
Yeah. Because they know how to have a night. and
They
then
have
come
the
in.
responsibility. 50 and above, he's with a family or living with a wife. But he knows he got to go to job next day. He's not going to get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you're
he's
right
not
about
going to
that.
call you in the morning that I cannot make it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you do. I mean, the most problems we have with that is our younger employees, due to the fact they don't understand the process of hard work.
Well, the thing is, they don't want to work. I'm not saying anything wrong about young kids who are really hardworking,
Right.
but most of them, they don't want to work.
No, they don't.
So true.
It's the whole generation.
Yeah.
It's from 18. Right now, it's like from 16, 14. You could go 14 to say 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, 28, maybe 30 if you got
Even
the
stretch it
fucking
to 32.
stretch it. You know, I mean, I think my year's 30. I always say my senior year in high school was the last year of toughness. My graduating of college
When'd
was
you
the last
graduate,
year. I graduated 07 and then 11 in college, or 2011 in college. I don't see the work ethic. Maybe a year or two younger than me, maybe like 2013, 14, but about 10 years now. There's a 10-year gap of just
Yeah, it is a strong
developmental
gap. So true.
where they're not like us. They're just not. And I'm only 36, and that has to do with work. That has to do with athletics. That has to do with everything.
What do they call that generation now? Z,
Gen
No.
Z.
No.
Gen
Is it Gen Z?
Is it Gen
like
Z?
We're millennials.
We're millennials, so yeah, that's Gen Z maybe. But you know, you get
I'm
into
old
it.
school. I'm part of the asshole tribe.
What the fuck am I?
Baby boomers.
You
I'm X, right?
no,
I don't know.
I'm Generation X.
I think so. I think it's X.
generation. I don't give an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what all that is, but that generations. But anyways, yeah, that's crazy. That's a good concept though, I guess, for your stores, because there's no reason you
And
got
they
to
give
really worry.
They give customer service. You go in, you're talking. I mean, I walk in
They're
there.
greeting.
Yeah.
They know how to greet a
Well,
customer.
they know you. They know you. What's going on? How you feel? How's your family?
As soon as you go in, one time and you come there next time, they know you.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not that you got to go there like 10 times.
Right.
They would know.
Right.
Yeah.
Like one time you go in and they know that, okay, he's there.
Well, yeah, and you got to realize guys like that, for the most part, on average, when they go home at night, they're not going out. That's their
No,
life.
they're done.
Going
That's
to
it.
work,
They're
but that's
done.
their excitement, hanging out in the lounge with the guys,
Right.
smoking a cigar, catching somebody out, go back.
But you have hang out so many times at the lounge, right? With
Oh.
me, with Joe. Next day morning, do you see it? The store is closed. Nobody showed up.
No,
No, it's open. Same with us. We're open.
no,
That's how life is.
that's just what you got to
You
do.
enjoy your evening, and then you go the next day, and you start a whole new day.
You don't want to stop going next day. You are, hey, I'm hangover or things like that.
No,
No, you can't do that shit. No, you can't. But let's talk about real quick. Let's, moment of silence. His name, you say it better than me.
Ashish.
Ashish.
Yeah.
So he was one of our regular customer, my regular customer, and a friend of mine. He
Friend of
passed
ours, too.
Yep. He passed away like last week. He had like kidney issues. His kidneys were failed. His body was all the organs were failed.
But I mean, he was your number. He had to be one of your number one customers.
He was my second cigar customer since I opened.
Oh,
Wow. Holy shit.
Yep.
And I mean, he's telling me about Super Bowl parties, this, that he does there.
Well, he was the one who used to arrange all the parties at the store.
Oh, really?
He and Joe. I used to do nothing. So he was always there to introduce birthday parties, Super Bowl parties, or anything. If he's not doing, then it's Joe. So it's always him.
Huh.
But we're going to miss him. Like, he was a great
Yeah.
friend, more than a customer.
Right.
He was your family.
He used to bring me new cigars. He's like, Sid, try this. He knows my flavor. He knows my taste. So he's like, Sid, try this. I try it. I like it. I'll bring it in.
Gotcha.
So that's how it works. If I try something new, I'll tell him, Ashish, did you smoke this? He's like, no. I'm like, you got to smoke it. And at my store, like in Allentown, I tell all the customers, you got to smoke this.
I got you.
I got you.
And nobody is going to say that, no, Sid, I'm not going to smoke it.
Right.
Yeah, because they're going to trust you.
Yep.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah, every time you bought me one, I've smoked it. I smoked it.
Yeah, but you
Ashish-
know
Ashish
everyone's
was a
flavor.
good guy, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was great.
He was a good guy. I mean,
And he could talk.
oh, yeah.
He
How
can
many
talk.
times?
I mean, he can make a quiet. He can make a deaf person talk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that guy.
He can make a smile to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he talk about sports. He talk about politics. He'll talk about whatever you want,
Yep.
and he's
Anything.
always in the middle.
Yep.
He was always in the
talks,
middle.
And he makes smile everybody. So that's one good thing which we're going to miss him. At the
Yeah,
house.
we're definitely going to.
He was the guy. He always sat in his spot. If you were on the left or the right, and you were arguing, he was the guy in the middle, just
Yep.
talking
Yeah.
to both
Talking
sides.
to both sides.
Both sides.
And we have his seat. So I put a picture right on his seat.
Oh, you
We're
did?
going to frame it. And then they used to play the dollar bills on the Super Bowl. Okay, he's going to do this. Okay, $1 bet. He's going to do this. $1 bet. Put like touchdown or anything.
Right.
$1 bet. And I have his dollars on the wall. So we're going to frame him.
Nice.
In the-
Nice. Good for him.
Oh, the good moment of silence for Ashish.
Ashish.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. I mean, we sat over there quite a few nights with him.
Oh, yeah.
Especially going back. I mean, my God. We had great times with him. And he always would come over to the shop. Remember, he'd order like 10 pies when he'd go to physical therapy?
Yeah, but the best part about him is you'd see him maybe 10 o'clock on a Thursday and then 1 o'clock on a Monday or 3 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
random times.
He was there sporadically and he was there for a while, but that was he got a couple hours. He said that's when he had 4 or 5 hours to hang out, he went to Sid's,
Yep.
hung out.
He had no time fixed. He came in the morning,
Yeah.
used to smoke for like 2-3 hours. He left. He might come back in the evening if he has nothing to do. Thursday nights, Friday nights, he was always there in the evening, all the way till I closed the store. Always.
Wow. But that's what he enjoyed. Well, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Cheers to him. Salute. And so, Sid, thank you for coming on.
I appreciate you.
We're going to just quick transition a little bit. We're getting into Vegas. These guys, Tara, my dad,
Your mom.
and my mom, Antonio, Kung,
Ryan.
all out in Vegas.
Actually, Angelo and Selena.
they were out
They
there.
were out there as well.
A lot of other people were family. So, overall,
Yanni didn't come.
great trip.
Oh, it was an awesome trip. It was a good trip.
I mean,
Really
Fountain
was.
Blue was nice.
Very nice.
Fountain Blue is
Would you
absolutely
say,
exceptional.
what would you rate it on the strip right now?
5.
No, but would you say, is it the best or maybe the only other better one right now is Win?
I would say Fountain Blue right now is, in my eyes, the best because you're outside of the commotion.
Correct.
Now, where is it located?
By the
all
convention
ways
center.
down, right by the convention center,
Directly
right before the
across the
Stratosphere.
Oh, it's right before the Stratosphere.
So, it's,
oh,
son, you know when we went there.
Yeah.
So Circus is on your left side.
Yes.
And then Fountain Blue is there, but it's very calm.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, even
So-
when it's busy, it's not crazy.
And it's
Yeah.
so clean.
And there's
Very
now
clean.
it's at,
Oh,
and it's
my God.
casino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casino, bars, everything.
And the
bars are
nightclub in there that you guys went to?
Live. We went to go see.
Fucking crazy.
We went to go see David Guetta. Me and this other person went to go see it.
The
Yeah,
line was
she
right
said you
over
were-
here to
Yo, we
Costco.
were literally the youngest.
She
people
said
I
you were
know.
dancing like a 48-year-old in the movie.
I wasn't dancing like a 48-year-old.
But
We were the oldest people there.
Yeah.
what do you expect?
No, I mean, I didn't expect anything. I just expected to go in. I mean, and then again, the line
Listen, he's texting pictures at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and the phone's going off, and your mother's like saying to me, "What is that?" I was like, "Fuck, what is that?" I says, "It's them." I says, "Go to fucking sleep."
And Kung, what'd you buy for 40? What?
Oh no, they got fucked up before they got on the plane.
He was out for the count.
He was
I heard you
fucked up.
didn't make it on
He
the
was
plane.
talking in fucking Vietnamese.
Kong had to bring his passport out.
He was next to me saying, "Ding dong boom dong boom." What the fuck is this guy saying?
Antonio was like handing him the bag on the
Yeah,
airplane.
yeah.
Passed out on the fucking plane. Dragged him in, threw him in the seat.
2 minutes.
Sit there and stop talking about wontons.
You should have just put a mask on. It would have been easier. Just walk around in a mask.
He had earpieces in, but he was dead.
Yeah, but he's Vietnamese, so with a mask on, nobody would say anything. He'd just walk around.
Yeah, with a bag. No, but you said to I was like, why do you have the bag? He's like, just in case. Just in case what? You're next to me.
I said to him, I said, don't splash over here.
My God, imagine that.
Come here.
God rest your soul. Imagine that fucking thing.
Come here.
He's the only guy who had brought banana bread, Parmesan wisp.
I thought we were having a meal.
Yeah, but my wife gets stopped for fucking baby food. How the fuck did you get in with a bakery?
What are you talking about? He had pho. He had fucking banana bread. He had a suckling pig. I don't know what he
How
had.
many times he asked me, do you want a piece of
Yeah, the
banana
Parmesan crisp.
Parmesan crisp. Yeah, we had Parmesan crisp.
He bought his own chickens. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
They were running up and down the aisles. Get the hell
Talking
over
in
here.
Vietnamese. Bing bang boom bang boom.
It was nuts. Yeah, it was.
That's all Joe's fault. All Joe's fault.
We were. I was like, let's go. We're having a party. We're drinking. Let's go.
The funniest thing. No, I have to. The funniest thing when we left Piero's. Remember when we left Piero's? Well, Kong and Ryan decided to walk 15 miles.
Tara walks in with boots this high. All right, sequins.
Listen,
Where are you going
wait.
with this?
You remember Sinatra's daughter?
Okay.
These boots were made for walking,
Sal.
and that is what I'll do.
We were in
She's
this.
got boots made for walk. Fuck no.
Listen,
We're gonna be carrying her.
we were in this cab. It was me, your father, Tara, and Georgette. Ryan and Kong walked 11 miles back home. The car was the size of this table. Your father was in the front seat like this.
I had my leg out the window,
And it made a noise, the car.
and the guy didn't speak English.
Yeah. It's the funniest
Make
fucking
her
thing.
right. Make her right. That way.
Use no signals.
Nothing. And then we get to the thing. That way.
But
That way.
the highlight of the trip was Uncle Phil. Uncle
He's my
Phil.
favorite.
We went to the Italian American Club.
My fucking man.
That was amazing.
Janine
Shout
and
out
Lisa,
to
right?
Benny.
And Ryan. Well, not our Ryan, and the other Ryan.
How about Benny for letting us in with the
Yes,
cameras?
yes. That was spectacular.
Benny Soto.
Oh, shout out to Filippo Spadosho. Brooklyn Original Pizza, Haddon Heights. He brought us around at the
South
table.
Jersey,
I
yes.
thought we were in the scene of fucking Godfather.
We literally, it was like we walked
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, so shout
Where
out
was that at?
Piero's.
Piero's.
What is Piero's?
I'll be honest with you. There's so many great restaurants outside the casinos.
Yeah, Sal.
You don't need to go to just the casinos. There's some old school Italian places.
Where did you guys go?
I have to be honest though, the Italian American Club's
You
my
did?
favorite.
Unbelievable.
You know, I've been to Vegas.
And it's still mobbed up.
I've been to Vegas
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
Still mobbed up.
22 times. I've been to Vegas. Okay, my family's there. You
Yeah,
met them.
yeah.
I've never been there.
Really?
Never
Where,
been.
Sal?
It was-
Italian American Club.
No? Oh, no,
Never
you
in my
said that.
life.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt
yeah.
like I was in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
How about the wall?
When
all
the wall was
faces.
amazing. I could have spent hours just looking at all the pictures of
But in-
everybody that was.
In retrospect, the getting back to the Pizza Expo, it was epic, spectacular, monumental. I don't know what you wanted to call it, but
So, wait, let's just put it like this. We had a meeting before we went to the Pizza Expo, and our goal was, look, if we could get 7 great interviews, we're there. Like, we're there. We get 7. We had them written down on a piece of paper. 7. We walk in, well, first off, I got to say this much. We got to get a press pass.
Yep.
oh,
Okay?
that was another story.
That was a shit show. So we go to the media counter, and Josh, great young man, Josh, you'll know my face forever now. So I give him the PizzaFellas card, our card, and I'm like, what do we have to do for a press pass? He goes, it's a 24-hour to 36-hour vetting period. I was like, what? Hold on. Give me that card back. Take this Biagio card. I says, I've been in the magazine. I was in the top 100 pizzerias in America. Joe Ruffino, Biagio Pizzeria. Show him that. He looks at me with a smirk. He's like, okay. All right. You're telling me this. I'm
True
like,
story.
I'm telling you, just go tell him it's me. As soon as he walks back, no sooner after, he turns around. He's like, oh, yeah, you're vetted. They know you. Change of demeanor. Here's your press pass. How many guests do you have? It was like such an honor to be a GOAT. Yeah. And just to be able to get in there like that. I mean, literally, it was like that. It was like, Ryan, right? We were sitting there. It was like, I'm looking at each other like, this is.
You know how happy we were, Sal? No.
He actually gave
honest to God.
And he gave you and I press passes as well.
When we got them, your father and I looked at each other. I thought we were going to cry.
Yeah, I was like.
I'm like, this just eased the whole room.
You should have been here a week ago. A week ago? Who the fuck's flying in a week ago? I'm thinking in my mind. Like that, we got the press pass, and boom, the action started. Now we went.
No, we also had an exhibitor pass.
Yes, I had that. I had that. That means when you could go, the exhibitor could bring anybody into any of the shows that you didn't pay for. So you just could walk in, your exhibitor.
Cocksucker.
What are you doing now?
Burned himself.
Anyway, that was truly a moment because it was like, this is either going to go off or it's not. And it just went off. It happened from that moment. And then we met, what was the guy's name from the Mexican, Pico?
Oh, my God, the Mexican.
Harold. Harold Kamen?
Mexican pizza.
Harold Kamen.
Remember when I saw him, I was like starstruck a little bit, and you were like, oh, just wait. There's going to be more.
No,
who the fuck are you talking
about? Day 2, when you ran into the one guy, he has he's opening up in Bethlehem.
Oh, pita chips.
Pita chips.
Oh, pita chips, yeah.
Pico de Gallo, I called him.
Anna Capri Foods, serving fine Italian restaurants and pizzerias since 1975. Serving Italian restaurants through the New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania region. Dedicated to quality for over 40 years. Located at 55 Winans Ave, Cranford, New Jersey, 07016. Phone number 908-272-4700. For all your Italian, restaurant, and pizzeria food supplies. Since 1975. Enter.net, web services since 1995, leading the web industry for over 30 years. Located at 3500 Winchester Road, Suite 110, Allentown, Pennsylvania, 18104. 484-725-2090.
I can't believe you guys ran into fucking, what's his name?
Who?
From D.C., the cop. Casa DeAndre.
Bro, I'm standing there. He comes next to me. He's like,
yeah.
He goes like this, Antonio. I was like, what the fuck you doing here? He's like, I'm here. I'm actually participating. He was actually.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I think he did Slice. Was it Slice?
I don't recall.
I know Vitangelo.
How'd he do?
I didn't even. I gotta message him.
Well, Vitangelo won.
Did he?
And Tony Cirillo.
He did?
Did you still see that guy?
Who?
That Pietro guy from South Carolina I was telling you about?
No.
That he won a contest for $1,000, and then he went online and Spirit Airlines delayed his flight for 4 days.
Oh, yeah, we did see him.
He made a whole fucking rant. And
we saw him.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there. But
I mean, just the way he said it, like he went about it, that was a little.
I mean, bro.
I mean, we're wild. I understand that.
Listen, at the end of the day, how much money did you lose in Vegas? I know how much money I lost in Vegas, but at the end of the day, it's $600. Just fucking pay the thing and go. That's it. Get on another plane and go.
Let's say one thing. Steve Maturano, what a guy, man.
Steve Maturano, if you're listening to this, which you're gonna, because I'm gonna tag you in this. Listen to me. This guy is not.
What a guy.
He's a gentleman, stand-up man.
Well, let me say, I started talking to him first. And I'm like, no, I want, like, you ready to, like, talk to them. I'm like, and he's like, well, where are they? Bring them over.
No, I messaged him I messaged him the day before.
We were interviewing Nino Caniglio. And Nino, hats off to you, baby.
I don't know what the fuck you said to me. The funniest thing in the world was, how many pizzerias do you have? And you went like this.
Wait, the best, though, is
14,
Nino,
I think.
Want to do an interview? Like 35 minutes later.
No, I'm like, yo, let's do an interview. He's like, no. But 35 minutes later, we did the interview. Shout out to Dante and Mo at Pizza One.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic interview.
Great interview.
I hooked them up together. They didn't know each other, but they merged together. So that was a great thing. Shout out to Tom Cortopassi. He took the time for us as well.
Took it from Stanislaw, yes.
Yes.
How about Carmelina Foods? With Matt and his whole
Matt,
team.
Morgan, and Tara.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And
treated
Big
us.
Sexy. Big
Best
Sexy
Express.
in the house.
Also, shout out to Enzo Ferranti, Pizza Professore.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Enzo.
Stand-up man as well.
Also,
Shout out to Bellissimo. Don Hughes.
Don,
Yes.
Also,
Matt,
Roto Flex.
Vicky.
Rotoflex Allen. Shout out to
Sal
Mike.
Bova and his
Shout out to
sons.
Mike at Mike's Hot Honey. We did an interview with him. Sal Bova.
Real quick, though, about Mike's Hot Honey. Yeah, well, shout
Oh,
out to
yeah.
I'm getting there.
Joanne and Daryl
But-
from Fontanini.
And Clint.
Clint.
Mike's Hot and Honey, let's just say it out. For all your pizza guys that watch this constantly, they just came out with a new squeeze bottle that seals the lid with black top.
Amazing. It's
So you can
good.
just keep the honey
Did I send that
upside
to you
down
already?
and you don't lose any product. Yeah.
I sent it to you already?
You sent it to me today. I ordered it
Is it the
yesterday.
new
I
one?
told you the other day.
I know. I didn't know it was that.
No, that's what I said.
It's legit. But shout out to Mike's Hot and Honey to do that.
What a conversation.
Yeah, but that's like, you know what's funny is like no one really understands that was a big fucking change because
Yeah, that's a
I
major
hated
change.
you couldn't do anything with the bottom of the honey. Couldn't do anything.
The other thing, the other Fontanini, also great. Thank you for that.
Greco.
Shout out Greco. Shout out
Foods.
to also Tony Geminani. We stopped you. Thank you for that.
Tony. Tell Gino he skis good.
Di Stefano cheese.
Oh yes,
Stefano,
the
Louis.
Stefano cheese. Mimo Bruno.
Stefano.
Mimo Bruno. Sons and wife and family. Fantastic people.
Louis Lombardi.
Louis Lombardi
Louis
and Ava
Lombardi.
Marie. Shout out to you.
Wait, tell the people who Louis Lombardi is.
Louis Lombardi was the cop on The Sopranos that put away Big Pussy.
He also he's on the show Gravesend.
He's on Gravesend. He actually executive produced
Yes.
Gravesend.
Yes.
Um,
And he has a horror.
Gregorio Fierdo, shout out to you. Tony Saramili, shout out to you. Great seeing you.
Vitangelo Recchia.
Vitangelo Recchia, shout out to you. Oh, my man,
Oh, no, wait. Donatella.
Donatella Arpaia. She's an Iron Chef.
Donatella.
She.
What an interview.
What an interview that was.
Oh, is
and
the
at the
mic
end,
off?
at the end though, she goes like
Is
this.
that the girl you showed
Yeah.
me today in the magazine?
Yeah,
From Galvani?
Yeah.
Oh, and
At the
Dolce-
end,
Dolce
yeah,
Amore.
yeah. That was good.
Dolce Amore,
But
yeah.
at the end, she says, "Could we curse on here?"
Yeah, she did.
I was like, "You certainly can." She's like, "Fucking onions and fucking this and fucking that." I was like, I'm looking at Joe. I'm like, "What the hell?" So shout out to Sandro from Dolce Amore. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Bianco
Wait,
Napoli.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
cannoli. Wait.
Brooklyn Cannoli.
cream.
Yeah. Bianco Di Napoli. Shout out to you. We should be getting some stuff in the mail from, from them. Not a shout out to you because you were, I'm going to say,
Hold on, time out. Ralph Amato.
Ralph Amato,
Ferraro.
Valeria, and Kevin. Thank you for the
Kevin,
hospitality.
Valerio, thank
Fantastic.
you. Ralph, Kevin, Valerio. It wouldn't
My
have
hat's
happened
off to
without
you.
guys.
Also, not a shout out to you, but I'm still going to shout you out, is the fucking Spice Company. Flatiron.
Oh, Flatiron. I have never seen anything like this in
Bro,
my lifetime.
At the end of the day,
No, I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
We go up with the camera. We wanna promote your spices here. The guy steps back like this.
like we were giving him COVID.
I don't know if I want to do that. It went silent for a second. It was like,
We were shocked, actually.
you don't fucking know. All right, good for fucking you. Excuse my language. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Let's go. You got to decide whether or not we're giving you free advertisement because you have some great spices. Now, Flatiron, stick it up your ass and make the peppers come out. Right?
Shout out
You
to
got hemorrhoids, shoves Flatiron up your ass.
shout
right?
out to the Crispy Boys, Crispy Pizza. Shout out to them.
Man. Benny, Freddie, and
Tony. Shout out to Peter Macri at Tutto Posto Panini Grill.
Peter.
No,
great
I
job.
have to say something.
Wait.
So every interview we do, literally, like, as soon as the camera stops, and God bless Ryan. Ryan, I have to do this. Ryan is our savior. Like Ryan, I am so proud of this kid. I'm very proud of him being part of the Pizza Fellas.
Wait, and Tony would go to me. We get to an interview. I'll be like, Ryan, we're good to go. But he's filming.
He's filming.
So we always ask, are you good to go? Then his next word.
This is what he does.
Let's go, Joe.
Oh, me to you.
I was here we go. PizzaFellas Expo 2025. Oh.
Who else?
So many people. I mean,
Shout out to the Pizza Expo.
who?
Oh
Phil
my
who?
God, the
Oh,
TikTok guy.
Phil from Syosset.
Oh, Phil from Anthony from Syosset.
Oh,
Yeah.
what about Big Cheese? What was his name?
Oh, Anthony Caliendo. He has
Anthony
what's Jim's
Caliendo. Anthony Caliendo,
What's Jim's last name?
the cheese.
Caliendo.
Yeah.
The cheese packets.
Merchant. No, it's not Merchant. Milano. Shout out to him.
I have to tell you, watching the two of them, everybody knows them. They were both. They literally were the celebrities. I swear to God, people were flocking.
What was the other one?
Literally flocking to them.
Oh
yeah, we said
Dante and Mo.
Dante Mo, your mother. Dante tag teamed with your mother and was ripping me in Arabic.
Listen, Mo.
Dante, you're my friend, not hers.
Mo slept 8 hours in fucking 5 days.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's up, man? You don't look too good. He's like, fucking 8 hours in 3 days. I don't know how I'm even functioning.
How are you sleeping? I'm sleeping good, bro.
Well, hopefully next year with everything.
Shout out to Bellissimo. Sorry, Sal.
You did Bellissimo.
Yeah, no, we went to their event
party. Yeah.
We went to their event. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Who else did we? I know I'm missing like 2 people. Enzo, we did that already. I'm missing. Who?
No.
King, that was,
Who's Mob King?
that was
Joe
Big-
Todaro.
that was
Joe
Big Cheese.
Todaro and his family. The
you know
Nova
what?
Wings.
I have to
I'm
apologize.
so sorry we couldn't get back. We were at Mike's Hot and Honey. We were interviewing Mike, and when we got back, you guys had to leave for some reason.
Yeah.
But bro, Lenova, we love you guys. We love you.
Shout out to Brian and Joe
Brian and Joe
Pafacci at
Pafacci.
Grande.
And Joe, I got you on the wheel.
Yeah, he did. Who else? Bianco Di Napoli, we did that already. I feel like I'm missing somebody really, really important.
Francesco Mari, Mataforni.
Oh, the ovens. Francesco Mari, Mataforni. Who? Yes.
Wait, say it again.
The truffle oil people. Fish.
I forget.
Veronica, you know who you are.
Veronica.
Okay?
Veronica, we met at the Circle Bar in the Fountain Blue.
I'm sorry I don't have your name. Hold on.
Can you read it? It's a video. I don't know if you can read it.
Plantain. Okay, Georgette. We have to tell the world that? No, all right, so there was a episode that we had at 3:00 in the morning. Me, Joe, and
You got to come to this machine.
the little one over there,
We're
Georgette.
going to play.
I tell Georgette, we leave a restaurant. We're walking. I said, Georgette, we got to play these slots here. She's like, okay. It was the Wheel of Fortune dollar. I play. She plays. I'm putting a certain amount in. She's putting a certain amount in. Boom, boom, boom. Playing. I'm losing. I'm winning. I'm losing. I lost. She's playing like her life depended on it.
Wait, she's winning, but 2 different times. I'm telling you, she
Georgette
had the
won every single
$1.3
night.
million
No, listen.
click.
No.
And we're
No. Time out.
Listen.
Time out.
We're winning.
Before everyone, for our guests out there, when my mom plays a slot machine, it's like she's at the Super Bowl in overtime, and she's got to score a touchdown with 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. That's how intense.
Calm as a cucumber.
But that's
Me and this guy were having a heart attack.
dialed in.
Because we thought she hit the fucking $1.3 million. I looked at, we started screaming, people are coming.
Yeah!
There was actually people that were filming. Remember? I don't know where you were. Where were you? Oh, you were your cousins. Yeah. So that was an episode. Then Mr. Tran over there decides to play blackjack, and Ryan
I know.
didn't even know he's a fucking gambler.
Yeah, he's Phil Hellmuth. He's fucking Phil Hellmuth over here.
Yeah. Playing craps.
Wait, did you see? Before we left, he was like, wait, I got to go put money in that last one.
I'm like, what the hell is going on over here? But overall, shout out to the Pizza Expo. Shout out to everybody that was there. I mean,
Great
it was
time.
very intense. We would only walk seven steps and get stopped.
Yeah.
7 steps and get
Literally.
stopped.
That's 'cause you guys are
to the
like
point that
celebrities.
I had to leave. We broke many a times away. We had to break away because we were just getting stopped. So I had to go one way and then we would merge again.
My question is at nights. So you go to dinner afterwards.
Oh, listen. I'm going to tell you a story about Pappy Steakhouse. So it was all
that's a
6
nightclub.
Pappy's
$1,000 Wagyu.
No, listen. So we go in.
Which I can't fucking
Your mom
believe.
was like- that-
None of you bought that.
You're probably
No.
like,
Fuck no.
No, listen. Here's
I
the
make
story.
too many pizzas.
No, listen. Actually,
would've bought
I'm going to
that
tell you who was there.
instantly.
It was us 6 the normal. It was Angelo Nicolosi. He came. And then your cousin Janine and Lisa came.
Yeah.
And they sat. So it was like, what was 6,
9 of
7,
us.
8, 9? 9 of us. So we had a very over exuberant host / waiter.
He was good.
He was good. If he didn't stop me, we would spend $5,000 in there.
I yelled across the table. I was like,
$100 Dover Soul.
send him over here.
Bro, he's trying to sell his Dover Soul. I
Over
want
here.
Dover Soul. But
I had to do the math. This
so
guy
he's
wanted
coming,
to-
and I just kept saying, yeah, bring
He
2
wanted a
towers,
$4,000
bring this,
meal, the guy.
bring that. And he's looking at me like this. So you know when your father looks, he's looking
My
at you.
eyeballs
But no,
went
but
like
then
this.
when his head starts to turn like this, and one of his eyes closed, and your father goes, bring him over here. So I'm like, yo, go to him. So I already ordered my shit. Oh, our shit. So he goes around, and he's like, no, one, no, this. The bill went to a quarter of what I ordered. So, right? We did have food left over. The food was great.
Yeah.
The best place I think we ate was Komodo.
100%.
100%.
Komodo,
So good.
the eggplant from Komodo was out of this fucking world.
Yeah, well, it's gonna.
I don't know if there was cocaine on it. I don't know what, but it was amazing.
Well, next year when we go, what we do is, Ryan, we get the fucking cameras on the chest, and we just go in without anything, and we film everything. Yeah, we'll get the glasses, and we're gonna film.
I didn't tell you this.
Film everything.
He bought his drone. They geo-fenced him. He couldn't fly it. Right? You were forbidden from, or else we would have had fucking drones in the Pizza Expo. He just couldn't do it. But overall,
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yes.
You both have been there before.
Yeah.
What was the highlight
of
for you? Yeah. Going this time as the podcast and not as
the highlight,
not as
going as a podcast and not
You
like.
answer first, I'll answer second.
as a restaurateur.
You answer first.
Well, we weren't restaurateurs.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, I mean, the highlight is actually being part of the podcast. So the highlight for me, I've been to this event. I can't say 100 times because I'm not 100 years old, but I've been there quite a few times. And, whether I was with a food service company or by myself, but the highlight of all this was being with my crew. I was with my people, my family. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was with Joe, you, Georgette, Kong, Ryan. Indirectly, Mr. Angelo Nicolosi that's sitting there. But the highlight was just the vast people that came. And you have to apologize. I have to apologize. I didn't know 50% of you, but you're coming up to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was very presentable, but very overwhelming at times as well.
The crazy thing is, it's people from all around the world.
All around the world.
Like, I've met chefs from Sweden.
Yeah. So go ahead, Joe.
So for myself, whenever I go to the Pizza Expo, I always remember my dad. So the first Pizza Expo that we ever went to, I'll never forget my father and me and Georgette. You remember the cow skin jeans I had? And I wore them there, So I had my cow skin jeans on. We're walking down with my dad, and Greg is there. And Joe Lizzanti, who we
that's who I forgot. Joe, I keep on breaking my fucking watch. Joe, shout out to Joe and Tony
Joe
Lizzanti.
Lizzanti's with Mike Giammarino. And my father and me are walking, and Joe stops, and he sees my father. He says, Salvatore. And it was a big, how Italians are, shaking hands and stuff. That's at the first one. And my father would always say, if go down to Modesto or somewhere like that. Will we ever get there? I got us there. The Ruffino name, the family. I'm the last Ruffino with my son. Me, him, my son Dante. We're the last of the Ruffinos. To go out there now and to be recognized as Joe Ruffino, to be able to get the press pass, to be with the crew we had, to be able to walk on the floor and go up to Tom Cortopassi, Kings in the Business, to go up to Joey Lenova, from Joe Todaro, from Lenova Foods, to walk up to these guys and just say who I am, to walk into Roma with Enzo Ferrante.
And their eyes light up.
And, there's a story between my family.
Yeah,
there's a story between it.
Yeah.
And walk in and take over that show. And to be able to be positive and to be creative, to walk in and go back to where the pizzaiolas are and just shake hands and just grab people. And you saw.
Yeah.
It's an honor. Like, I made
Well,
a
at
lot
the end
of
of the day, I
pizzas.
really think that for you, just being your son and seeing you grow this many years throughout it, I think that's, when they say it comes full around effect,
circle.
and now it's where you said you're so positive. All the negativity that has happened throughout the years, you're at the age where now you can come to this and maybe a different
It's a legacy.
aspect, and you say to yourself,
100%.
yeah, but I'm saying, though, all that, any anger, anything that was in the past with anything, anyone, the whole
like
industry,
walking there and just to be,
it's just now come to full circle.
to be with the crispy guys, to be with Anthony from Phil Sayasa, to be with
shout out to Paisan Pizza, too, up
Paisan
in...
Pizza, Lorenzo Frankie from up there, Paisan's Pizza in Albany, to go and sit with all these people, walk in on Mike's Hot and Honey, talk to Mike and say,
Wait.
who you
But
are.
also to sit with them after the show.
To interview Joe
And hang out.
Lizzanti,
Yeah.
Donatella, and go in there and just do what we do.
And shout out to the guys at the Circle Bar. Was it the Circle Bar? Is the bar that's in the middle of Fontainebleau. And there was times I'm drinks are being bought for me. I don't even know who the fuck are buying these drinks for me.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think the hookers were buying me a drink.
Were the hookers nice at Fontainebleau?
Yeah, they're actually nice.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
No,
there was the one color. There
You
was
sound like my wife.
There
You
was the
sound
one-
like my wife.
Time out.
Time out.
They look good.
No.
Time out.
Give me a couple
vodkas, you really
couple
want to
whiskeys.
You really
They
want to
look
go into
good.
this?
They were not.
You want to go into this or no? Just say yeah. You want to go
A
into
couple
it? Okay,
whiskeys
let's
and
go.
cigars.
No, she wants to go into this. I'm going to get her into this right now. While Tara was the fucking social butterfly of fucking Fontainebleau, the circle, right? Talking to this person and talking to that person. I had to talk to a person, and I was talking to a hooker.
Did you know she was a hooker?
Of course, Sal.
You can tell.
What do you mean?
oh,
And
yeah.
was Kung under her armpit on the
Kong
other side?
was in fucking La La Land. Kong was making pho. Anyway, so I think she wanted to buy me a drink. But I was talking to some guy from Denver that had a pizzeria talking about he wants non-nitrate fucking pepperoni. Bro, listen to me. Pepperoni's been around for fucking 90 years. There's nitrate in it. Get the fuck over it and put it on your pizza. Nobody's going to fucking die from it. End of story.
Did he
Anyway.
have a vegan pizza shop?
He was so mad at me that night.
Yeah, I was pissed off. So I fucking left. I left there. I left. I just left. This is like, I'm like, I'm leaving. Yeah, goodbye. Kong, I don't know. I lost Kong.
I'm going to tell you guys a story, though. We were sitting in the Circle Bar, right? So I go in, I get a reservation. You had to get a reservation. So I said, let me get a 6:30.
By the way, the bartender, I'm going to say it, but the bartender that was serving us from Utah,
The waitress.
she was a piece of ass.
Well,
She
listen,
was. You don't
I'm
know.
not-
The waitress.
Oh.
And she had a pizza tattoo.
She had a pizza tattoo.
Yeah.
My God.
So we go in the bar. All of a sudden,
Almost sudden.
everything gets filled up. So my wife comes back, and I'm not saying who it is, but we got these other pizza guys who, Kung, you said to me the guys are over here. I says, don't worry, they'll always come over here where I'm at. And they did, right?
Yep.
So we're sitting there. All of a sudden, we have no more seats. So I'm like, my wife's on top of me. I'm like, I look at the waitress. I'm like, can 50 buy me a chair? She goes, I don't know. I said, can $50 buy me a chair? Wait. Next thing you know, a chair slides over. Right? Gigi, sit
But that's
down.
the Vegas trick.
Wait, your dad's
Everything's money, though,
Listen,
Sal, you know that.
your dad's a bastard because
I know, but that's the Vegas
I'm with some
trick.
guys right now that are talking about. They're telling me they got some money.
Correct.
All right. So now
I'll tell you who it is.
One guy's standing, and I was like, "You got 50 on you?" No, I'm good standing. I says, "Well, I'm not good. You standing." Look back at her. You got another 50 for another chair? Next thing you know, boom, slides up. I said, "Put your ass down." Are you kidding me? Like, we're in Vegas. You're talking to me about gambling, winning money, this and that, and you won't spend 50 for a chair? Put your ass down?
Didn't believe one fucking word I said about somebody else.
Oh, my God.
Remember?
I couldn't fucking believe it. It's like, put your money where your mouth is. Come, you saw it. You witnessed it. Now everybody's sitting. I don't like to do this. I move people around. I want my neck nice. If I turn this way, that way. We paid for the table, and we paid for the chairs. Then when we left, right?
That's like
Need supplies for your business? Check out Master Supply Line, a family-owned and operated janitorial, food service, and office supplier located in McCunchy, Pennsylvania. Free local delivery with no minimums. Never any contracts or membership fees. Competitive pricing on tens of thousands of items. 90% of all customers' orders are delivered the next day. Shop in store, online, mastersupplyline.com. That's mastersupplyonline.com. Or give them a call at 610-966-9636. Experience the vibrant flavors of Vietnam at Phenomenal, located at 319 South Cedar Crest Boulevard, Allentown, Pennsylvania. From rich, steaming bowls of pho to fresh, flavorful banh mi, every dish is crafted with authentic ingredients and passion. Whether you're dining in or taking out, Phenomenal promises a delicious and unforgettable experience. Stop by today and taste why it's more than just a name. It's truly phenomenal. Sal,
Listen, that's
yes,
like,
you know,
look,
I know, he knows.
I'll tell you a quick story. This is in Atlantic City. So we're at a food show in Atlantic City, right? And we were going to Il Molino. And the people we were with, they were like real, like they're worried about, you got a reservation? Remember that, sweetheart? So, yeah, I got a reservation everywhere I go. They were like, are you sure? I said, yeah, we're eating 8 o'clock, no problem. So we go into the one side of Il Molino, which is more casual. And I was like, you have a table for 6? They're like, oh, no, we're packed over here. I was like, really? Try next door. So now you go to the other side. So as soon as I walk in, I see 6 seats right by where the hostess station is, the maitre d'. I was like, oh, yes. I have that table right there. I was like, what's your name? I says, $200. Where's the maitre d'? Like, wait right here. Maitre d' comes up. I was like, how are you, my man? I says, I have 6 of us. That table there, 200? You got it? I got you, sir. You're sitting down. I looked back to my group. I was like, I told you I had a reservation. Money talks, bullshit walks. You want to eat, you want to have a good time? That's how you fucking do it.
Shout out to your cousin Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
So we went to, what was the place called? What was the place called, Tara?
Vanderpump.
Vanderpumps, yeah.
You were there with us?
Inside Paris.
Yeah, he was there with you.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
He was with. Oh yeah, you were.
I was back at the hotel. Me and my wife were
I
back.
think we walked like
So your
5
cousin.
miles.
So we were done drinking at Great fuck. These drinks came out like masterpieces.
With like an entree.
Yeah.
But before that, when we couldn't find him, we didn't know when he was coming.
Yeah. No. So we're in the middle of
Venetian.
fucking Venetian. I swear to God,
love Venetian.
I love it too. We're in the middle
walk
of
in,
it.
it's
Sal,
like
in the middle,
Paris
in the middle.
drive.
They both go to me. Both of them go, how are we going to find Ryan? I go, he's going to find us. Not even fucking 45 seconds later, he's standing right next to me.
Yeah, well, he's a fucking security fucking
Right.
nutbag.
So we go, we're at the Venetian, so we sit, boom, we drink.
No, that's Paris.
No, we're,
Pa-
oh yeah,
We had
no,
live.
Vanderpump I'm talking about. After we drink,
That was,
your cousin,
That was in Paris.
the lady brings the fucking, the bill, he rips it. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to pay for it. I said, Ryan, listen closely to me. If your uncle finds out that you paid for this, he'll kill me. But there's no fucking buts. I said, either you give that to me or I'm going to punch you. Did I say that?
Yeah.
So he gives it to me. He's like, but let me. So we walk. So we're walking. Now his motorcycle is on the other side of the fucking strip. So we're there, and he's like, "All right, you guys Uber. I'll walk back." Did you not hear what I said to you like 45 minutes ago? Your uncle finds out that I left you here, and walk back while I take a Uber. He'll fucking kill me. We're all walking back, and we all walked back.
Another 5 miles.
Another 5 miles. But what I want to say, it was great hospitality, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. He's a fucking lunatic. He was telling me some shit. But
He's opening up a Mod Suites in Vegas.
he's opening up what?
Mod Suites. He opened up.
What's the name of it?
Mod Suites. So it's basically the same concept as Mod Suites. What it is you go out, you get your Botox done, you get your nails done, you get your hair done, you get your whole 9 yards. What they do is they provide you with suites. So they lease out suites. You as a service, whatever you do, Botox, nails, fucking waxing, fucking colonoscopies, whatever the fuck you want to do. You rent out the suite, you pay a lease on that, and you make that office your suite. And that's how it is. Similar to what I was talking about with the podcast. You know, you make podcast rooms, you lease out the podcast, and they go there, and that's it. They pay their monthly fee. Great concept. Nothing out here has been done like that. I think it's something that is definitely around here, especially this area, will make a lot of money.
There's one in Whitehall. Your mom and I go there.
Well, there's also...
It's a little different.
The thing about this one is more privatized. 100%. So 100% small business, meaning a woman that wants to work 35 hours a week and afford a lease of, say, $2,000 a month will rent that out because she's going to make maybe 3 times that.
So what did you like about it? It was your first time in Vegas and first time at the Pizza Expo.
That was your first time in Vegas?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
Got to go 100 more times.
Going to the expo, the first thing that initially hit me, the coolest thing was seeing so many familiar faces.
The people that you see on
that you see on social media, professional, celebrity chefs, it's crazy. Every second you turn your head, you're like, oh my God, I know who that person is. I know who that person is.
Right.
Me too, personally. I've ran into so many old friends that are in the industry that I haven't seen in years. But what I think is the coolest thing about the expo, under one roof, you have everything. You have the best of products from Italy and domestic as well.
Sure.
You have the best chefs, PizzaFellas from all around the world, all under one roof.
Yeah.
How could you?
But I think the other good thing about that is, in a sense, you look at that, and next week's going to be WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right. So why I bring this up? I bring this up because of this. You just said how awesome it was having all these people in the industry
under one roof.
Under one roof. You got great guys. You got podcasts. You got everybody.
Right?
Everybody. You go to WWE next week, the following week, which is going to be coming up. They have WrestleMania there at Raider Stadium. They're going to probably bring in, I'm going to say $20 to $50 million of just revenue for the city. And what that means is this. How awesome is that our pizza industry that we're in now is not even close to what you can be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the wrestling industry, people look at it like, oh, it's fake. Bro, they're bringing in fucking millions. Now, don't get me wrong. I bet you the pizza industry, when they have the expo, it brings in a lot. But at the end of the day, there's still room for growth everywhere. And I think the pizza industry is going to grow.
The funny
big
thing,
time.
I have to say this, though. So you have Pizza Today is one magazine, and you have PMQ is another magazine.
There's so much room for improvement.
So the one thing that always, and I've never said this on the podcast, but I'm going to say it tonight, is if you look at who's in Pizza Today, the only person I've ever seen that cross magazines to PMQ is my man Vitangelo Recchia.
Yeah.
The only one.
His dad has an article in PMQ this year.
I'm not mentioning any names, but if you go to Pizza Today and the names we said on this show, and you go to PMQ, it's a whole different set of games.
Yeah.
And that just, in my mind, look, PizzaFellas Podcast, Joe Ruffino, big sexy. I walk on the floor. You saw me. People know me. But we got to bring the podcast to PMQ. We got to go to those events because they do. Pizza Today does one event, and they're still trying to get an East Coast event. And I respect Pizza Today. God bless you. But PMQ does Orlando, does California, and is it Chicago or New York? Mm-hmm. They got 3 major events going every year. Mm-hmm. And when you look at the players with them versus the players with Pizza Today, it's just different faces.
I want to just say,
me and David talked about this the other day. Sal, you on the phone?
No, yeah, I agree
And
completely.
he laid out a lot of stuff for me, and it's just it's shocking to me when I see the pizza world
there's room for growth.
There's room, there's a
lot of room.
and on that same subject,
They're still in the infancy.
Yeah,
and on that same subject, I want to just say something out loud to all you guys out there that have pizza shops 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years, 30 years. You've been in the business and you think you masterminded the business. My friends, you are so wrong. There's always room for improvement. Number 1. Number 2, there's always room for growth. And number 3, the most important, which should be number 1 in my book, is there's always room to learn more. No, I don't know this industry like the back of my hand. I kind of do, but I do not. I can give you so much knowledge, but I cannot give you everything. The same goes for this gentleman here. The same goes for my man on the right.
Yeah, but number 4, stop saying that you're the best.
No, listen.
Well, what I'm getting at is
knowledge makes you share information. When you are knowledgeable, you're not afraid of sharing information.
Yes.
What flour you use, what sauce you use, what tomato you use, what paste you use, what spices do you use, how do you season it? You don't give a shit. You'll tell anybody your recipe because it doesn't matter.
Like
it's
tomorrow,
a science.
when the mics work, we're doing a live video. We're going to do a video on us making dough.
That's it.
And we'll tell you go in it.
Here's how
Show
I do
the
it.
people what we do, the product we use, and what's going into it. Because at the end of the day,
doesn't matter.
That guy, you watch it, you'll learn something, but you're not going to use it because you have your own. But you might take something. No, but he might take something. Maybe he'll do a time.
Something
like that.
What's the difference between a milled tomato and a ground tomato through the mill? Well, if you use a miller, it's taking the whole tomato and running it through the mill. And if you buy a milled tomato, it's the same thing as the milled tomato through the mill.
Yeah, but Sid, real quick, let's get back to a little more of what we're talking about, business quick. And what we're saying is, in your business, right, as cigars and stuff, do you see that competition where people don't want to say, oh, this is how I do my cigar lounge or humidor? Or is everyone open to sharing ideas with each other?
No, I'll tell you.
Really?
No. They are not open. They want to hide things that this is the thing I do and this is the thing other
so you
do.
deal with it just like we do?
We do.
Really?
We deal with it. I have my own ideas, so I go through that.
But if someone came to you and asked you, would you help them out?
I would help them out. I don't have any problem.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. But you see a lot in your industry where they don't help.
No, they don't. They won't tell you the truth, what cigars is. Like if somebody comes into my store and asks me that I want to buy a cigar for my husband or my boyfriend, I'm like, okay, does he smoke a cigar?
Right.
Is he an occasional cigar smoker or does he smoke regularly? Do you remember what he smokes? So
You're breaking it down. You're breaking it down and try to selling them for the best product.
So the best. I don't want that customer to come back and tell me that, okay, you gave me something which my husband, boyfriend didn't like it. Right? So I tell them the truth. Okay, this is what it is. This is the cigar. You smoke it or he smokes it, he will like it. If he doesn't like it, you can come back to me. But 99% I haven't been wrong in this many years. Because I know, I don't tell them the lie. Some cigar stores where you go, I'll tell you two facts. You go in there as a stranger. You ask them, okay, I want a cigar. They will send you a section where they make the most money. Like every cigar doesn't have the same profit margins.
Yeah.
So they tell you that, okay, these are the best cigars. I don't do that in any more of my stores. What cigars he smokes doesn't matter what profit I make. I want to have the trust of that customer. He's going to come back. If I lie him first time selling a high profit cigar, he or she is not going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You're done. You're gonna.
we deal with that a lot. I have people coming in my store. Oh, I went to XYZ store and they gave me this. My husband doesn't like it. I'm like, did he ask you what cigars he smokes? Okay, if you don't know, at least you know, does he smoke like flavored cigars, regular cigars, mild, medium?
Yeah. There's a whole. You figure it out.
Right.
So
Yeah,
as
it's
soon as
crazy.
she tells me, I tell her, okay, take this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'm knock on wood, not a single customer has come back that you gave me a wrong cigar.
That's good.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, we have Yanni here. We have
Cheers, Yanni.
Michael.
Oh yeah.
We have
let's-
Ashish. Let's do a shot to the guys.
Yeah,
up
we'll
and
do
pass
some
it on.
grappa.
We'll do a grappa shot. We'll close out
Pass it
episode
over here.
72.
But
We've got
while
great
we're
group of
waiting
people
for
here.
the grappa shot,
Birthday shout out.
got a
Oh,
birthday.
wait. Hold on. Got to say something here right now. We got a guy. He's turning 72 this week on Saturday.
Wow.
My best man.
Looks
Wait, did I
good.
say 72? Come here. Not
48.
48. Here we go.
Flag going on fire.
Here we
Happy
go.
birthday
to you.
You can sing it in Greek.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Antonio.
Is this a cannoli cake?
Is that an Irish flag?
Birthday to you.
It's an Irish
It's
flag.
an Irish flag.
Is it Irish or
Yeah, it's Irish.
It's Italian.
It looks Irish.
You guys don't know your flags?
No, I don't even know where it's
Your
at.
love
mom
'em.
said the same thing. She's like, is this the Italian flag?
Hey, Sal, Antonio, and me, we're through thick and thin.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin.
How am I supposed to eat this?
Well, you need.
Let Gigi cut it.
No, it's
All
pretty
right?
fucking good. Well, where's the grappa? Can we get some of those shots?
Yeah, we got to take a shot, and then we'll go eat some of Antonio's cake.
Yeah, you have to take your flag with you.
I just did that.
Ew. Ah, fuck. I mean, what's ill? It's like, well,
Here we go.
I don't want to say half the shit.
Go.
Look, the American Eagle is
There you
Italian. We made the American Eagle, and everyone, that's Yanni from Pat's Pizza.
Yanni's in
Cheers.
the house, Pat's
Yanni's in the
Pizza.
See how people get together here? You got a little bit of pho over there. We got a little bit of Greek over here. You got a little bit of Pennsylvania Dutch over there.
And cheers to Yanni's sister. She's here.
Oh,
nice
hello.
job.
You got donkeys in the house.
Pass it down, bro.
All right, okay.
Hey, don't forget the Indians.
And the Indians. That's right.
I thought you said Pennsylvania Dutch.
Not for me. Not for me. No, I can't.
That would probably be the fucking.
This is perfect. Come on.
Imagine,
No,
Here.
I can't.
imagine Sid came up and goes, "Oh, I'm Pennsylvania Dutch."
Happy birthday, brother.
Everyone would be like,
Well,
"What the fuck?"
Again, in memory of Michael Papandrea,
Salud.
in memory of Sheesh.
Salud.
Salute.
Thank you for coming out tonight. As I always say, God bless.
Happy birthday.
And good night. And happy
Good
birthday.
night. God
Happy
bless.
birthday.
And remember, go
Plenty of celebrations tonight.
PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 72. Thanks for coming out. And remember, go on Spotify, YouTube, subscribe, follow, go on all our social media platforms. Like all our reels, we got a shit ton coming out, guys. We'll be back next week with another guest. Sid, thank you again. And
Sid, great guest.
Thank you, Sid,
thank
for
you
coming.
for coming on.
Take the time.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
Great
Love
guest.
you all. We'll
Did a
be
good
back
job,
next
baby.
week. See you guys.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the Pizza Fellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world. How's fire?